Can you feed me a little?
You okay if I just...
It's good. Can you feed me?
Oh, sorry, girly. Do you think people will still be able to hear if the mic isn't to their face? I'm a little scared of that.
I think I'm loud enough.
Yeah, but should these pancakes are gross.
Why was that so fucking fire?
It was so good.
Alright.
Let me get one more.
Okay, we're not for your weekend activities. Huh?
You wanna...
No, I'm good for now. Thank you. Let me know when you're ready. Take the mic because...
Oh, I wasn't sad. I just needed to listen to Pajama Talks. Hi guys, welcome to Pajama Talks, where cozy conversations come alive. On today's episode, I have not one but two amazing guests joining us, Nathalie and Lauren. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Also, I wanted to thank you guys so much for the amazing support that I received on my last video. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Now grab your favorite pajamas and let's start talking.
Hi guys, we're here with
Lauren.
Natalie. I think we should start with some quick fire questions. Let's see, what is your favorite comfort food? Ooh, my favorite comfort food, I would say like street food, Colombian food. Okay. Like if I'm ever feeling some type of way, like sad, like if I need just like a pick me up, like a hot dog or like a good cheesy tasty burger.
Or like you were talking about Maicitos the other day.
Yeah. Anything of that.
What about
definitely for me?
I would say maybe like some mac and cheese,
Okay.
chicken tenders,
Some cane.
those Publix hot honey.
Okay. Cats or dogs?
Obviously cats. There's no question. I do love dogs, and I do feel like dog people are very anti-cats, which I hate. But just cats are the best. So
Definitely cats. I mean, like, I like that dogs are, like, playful and stuff, and I like smaller dogs, but I don't know, cats are just, like, a vibe. They're kind of like people. I like that.
Yeah.
they are a lot like people. I feel like dogs are just like unconditionally loving, which I think is why people are drawn to them. But also, it's like, to me, it's just like, come on, like, give me some personality, give me
Literally.
something. Get a little crazy. Yeah.
What is the best piece of advice you've ever received?
I don't think. Maybe like a lot. It's hard because you like get so like much advice throughout your life, especially like family members and stuff. But I would say like lately, the one that hits a lot for me, it's like only focus on the today and how you're feeling and how like you're looking at like today. Like don't think about tomorrow, what could happen like a few months from now, a few days from now, because like in the past that's caused me like some anxiety about like what could be. Mm-hmm. So like I really just try to apply the just live in the now type of thing.
Okay.
I'm loving this quick fire answer. No, I mean that's a hard question, but I think what Natalie says gets me thinking about something that my therapist said, where she's like, oh, like, you know, you're anxious about this, like, whatever the case may be, and then it's like a case scenario, like, oh my god, you know, I'm gonna mess something up at work, and then she'll be like, okay, and then when you think that, you tell yourself, and then what? And it's just like, okay, I'll mess something up at work, and then everyone's gonna hate me, and I'm gonna get fired, and I'm gonna die. And she's like, obviously, like, when you start like getting yourself into those scenarios, you're gonna realize that it's like illogical, it's not gonna happen, and like honestly, the worst case scenario is not even that bad of a case scenario. So just like kind of like ask yourself, and then once you keep it going, you realize that like a lot of your anxieties are just illogical and not gonna happen. So.
Yeah. What about for you?
Probably like the same thing. I think I'm always very anxious, and like my parents and everyone always tells me like you need to calm down and just breathe in, think about like. Okay, so another quick fire question is coffee or tea?
I literally have tea tattooed on my arm, so I'm gonna have to go with tea all day.
I mean, I'm not like a big drinker of like either of them, but I mean, I'll say coffee. I love me a nice coffee from time to time, or like a café con leche. But that's about it.
Yeah. And then last one is, what's the first thing you do in the morning?
Definitely hit that off on the alarm and wait for the next alarm because we're a 3-alarm household at mine. And then just roll over and start scrolling.
Okay.
For me, it depends, like, if it's, like, a work day or, like, a weekend. Because, like, a work day, I'm just, like, the type to get up, like, immediately as my alarm rings and then just go take a shower.
No scroll time?
No, not if it's, like, a work day. Yeah. Yeah, I try to do it quickly because I try to like sleep as much as possible. But if it's like a weekend, I'll for sure stay in bed for like a good hour just scrolling and rotting on Twitter.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's get started. What do you think was your first impression of like the three of us meeting, or like you guys first met first? What was like your first impression?
My first impression. So. Obviously, me and Natalie worked together, and I was there to introduce myself to her when she first came in. And, you know, it's office, it's professional. And it's my first time meeting her, so I need to, like, you know, show face and be professional or whatever. And she walks through that door and immediately gives me a hug. And I was like, oh! Because I had never hugged a coworker. I think, like, I had only ever hugged, like, a coworker at an offsite event or something, but that was like the first time I ever hugged someone like in the office, and it was so funny. And I was like, oh, cool. But we immediately clicked, and it was great. And then my first impression of you, I don't know like completely first impression, but I do know like when I first met you, you like really reminded me of this girl that I see on Reels all the time that has like her life like perfectly together. Like she'll show like days in her life, and just like what's in her bag and her closet, and everything's neutral. Everything is like perfectly coordinated. She's got everything looking like great. All her fits are like different every day. And I was like, oh my god, like I would love to see like a day in my life video. Like
yeah, she is something
yeah, for sure. And also like for me with Lauren first, because I met her first. Like the first time I saw her, I just knew she was a girly. And like for you watching, if you know what a girly is, you know. Definitely had that vibe from her, like her being cool. We like immediately like hit it off. Like, I don't think you're a hugger. Are you a hugger? I don't think so. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I hugged her and like it just felt like a vibe. A bond. A bond was created.
I'm definitely not like one of those people that are like, oh, like I don't hug. But like, yeah, I'll usually, not at work, but usually I'll lean in for a hug.
I feel like you're more affectionate, like, with words rather than, like...
Oh, like, I wouldn't say, like, I'm affectionate that, like, I'll just, like, hug you right here, right now.
Yeah.
But, like, if I see you, like greeting you, I'll hug. But I will say very quickly, before you finish, when I moved to Tallahassee for school, I realized, I don't know if, probably in Cincinnati and maybe in North Carolina, I don't know if you guys realize that they do not greet the way we greet here in Miami.
Hell no.
And it's like such a learning curve, so like I kind of learned to just kind of stay back and wave and then see what the other person does, but I'll usually be okay. Yeah.
Literally the hand.
Yeah.
And with you, like, honestly, the first thing I noticed was the fits. Let me just say that Sofia comes in that office looking her best every single day, and everybody's jealous because she's the best dressed. That's all I'm saying. And like,
I'm jealous.
She just gave that vibe that she was just like really nice and genuine. Like, you could just talk to her. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm also like a very trusting person. Like, I trust everybody. That's why, like, one day I got scammed, but we won't get into that. But, like, I saw her, like, I just felt trust. And, yeah, that was my
first impression of you guys was, I think I met Lauren, my in-person interview, and she was wearing these chunky heels, and I was like, how do you walk in that? I think that was, like, my first question to you. I was like, how do you walk in that all day? Because I was like, what am I supposed to wear to this office? And then she, like, pulls up with, like, these chunky heels. I was like, okay, I guess. But no, she was super nice. And then at first I thought like we were gonna get because I was a little scared of you at first, not gonna lie. But then after like we had like our one-on-one, and then like you would walk by and stuff, and I just felt a vibe with her. And then with Nathalie, I think the first day I was very shy and nervous. And then yeah,
That's what y'all would be.
yeah. And then Nathalie like came up to my desk and she was like, "So like where are you from? Like whatever." Like she started talking to me, and then she gave me like this very interesting vibe too. And then after I just like started sitting with them every morning, talking to them. I was just like, "Okay, hey guys, how are you?"
Did she give you all the tea on everyone? All the different cliques?
No, I'm just kidding.
Like a whole Mean Girls introduction?
No, but I think the first thing that you said to me, like, ever was like, "Damn girl, you dressed fancy today." Yeah. Like, the first day I like pulled up like all cream, like, shirt, and then like monochromatic vibe, and then she's like, "Damn girl, you dressed fancy." I was like, "Oh, okay, sorry."
Yeah, not me wearing the same pants every week.
Honestly, yeah, like maybe like the first month I might do nice fits, but then it goes downhill from there.
Well, honestly, I've just been like, now I'm just like slacking. I really don't like.
My girl, like, you still hit it.
For
sure.
What was I gonna say? Every morning we talk about these different shows. What do you guys talk about mostly? What's your favorite like comfort show? Like what's like something that you guys are super into right now? Definitely Bridgerton, I'm pretty
All
sure.
of them. I mean, all of the reality TV shows, honestly.
That
Whatever's
part.
reality TV. Well, not like TLC shows.
No,
Not
definitely
90 Day
not.
Fiance or like
None of that.
Bravo, MTV. I'll do like ABC, so like Bachelor shows. Nathalie won't.
Mm-mm.
And then like Netflix reality TV shows and Love Island.
Yeah, definitely like, I don't know if it's like okay to say, but I'm definitely a whore for like, for reality TV, like anything that has like a competition or like love related reality, like I watch like Love Island, The Challenge, recently I was really into like Perfect Match, if you watch Perfect Match, F. Harry, you know what I'm talking about?
Always, it's always up Harry.
Literally. Jessica's just too perfect.
I'm pretty like these people are like, he's actually changed, whatever. Girl, he has not changed one bit at all whatsoever.
And honestly, that's a good question. Do you think that people change?
Yes, but not in the case of Harry Johnson. Like in the real world, yes.
I think that people definitely do change. I've definitely changed a lot. I think everybody changes. But for example, Harry, he's done the same thing in every single show. He's proven himself to be that person, and then like, it's actually just like, it's just like.
But what if it's like something that's so like of your essence? Like, do you think you could change like your deep essence?
Give an example.
Like, I don't know, like something that's so you. Do you
I
think
think
like that
time.
could change?
I think for the right person, or just for yourself, if you want to like, struggling to answer that question. But
I think you could. I think with
Yeah.
time and effort and mindfulness, you could probably change something.
yeah,
I agree. Like, is there something that like in you that you're like, I don't know if I'd ever be able to change this?
I don't know. Like, I'm real stubborn, like real bad. And like, I guess I have seen a change in myself in that way, because before I used to be very like black or white. Like, it's either this or that. Like, it can't be like in the middle or like no gray. But I feel like now, like, I see things are very much gray, and like I accept that more. But definitely, like, I'm still stubborn to like a sense. Yeah.
yeah. I think that I'm very petty in some cases. So I think like if you don't talk to me for like a whole week, like I'll be petty and I'll talk to you for another week when you come talk to me. But that thing, like I feel like it takes me time to change, but I think I've definitely changed that. But I do think that you can change.
What's the pettiest shit you've ever done?
One
What's the funniest thing I've ever done? I don't think that's pretty bad. Yeah, probably just like the not talking thing. Like if you don't talk to me, like I will definitely not talk to you.
Like you wouldn't be like, hey,
No, definitely not.
hey girl. I'm
Like
scared.
if you left me on red, like if you left me on red,
Oh,
like
girl.
I don't think I'm gonna come and reach out to you again. Like,
What?
Just I'll wait for you to come and ask
Like-
me.
Even if it happened once.
No, if it happens when I understand, but like if it keeps like happening when like the conversation gets cut off, but like you leave me on red, it's like you could start the conversation again or ask something.
Oh
or
my god,
whatever.
I'm always not replying back.
Well, we really text, so like.
Okay. But like, is that like if you're like, I don't know, because I guess I don't understand too much like texting to like have a conversation. Like I don't really do that with anybody. So like usually texting for me is like, here's the plan, or like send a meme, or like, oh, like did you see that, whatever.
For example, like if I were to send you like an Instagram reel and you just like don't answer to it, but I know you see it, it's like why can't you just like laugh about it and pretend that I'm being funny for like 5
Can I
minutes?
like it?
Yeah,
Okay.
or like at least do something. It's like you're just seeing it, like not saying anything. It's like okay,
Yeah,
that's
sometimes
word.
sometimes I do that. I do that often to people.
Well, I found out you answer today.
Honestly, I'm one of those. Cause like one of my best friends, he sends me like memes all day, every single day. And like it's just gotten to the point where like he understands that I watch them, but I'm just not gonna answer.
Yeah.
Like I just, I can't be answering to 10 different ones or 5. I'm just like every once in a while, like oh my gosh, like that's me or that's you or that's so funny, but.
That's me.
Yeah,
What you?
yeah. It's really what when people send reels. It's like, oh, I send you like
So you.
Yeah, so living in Miami, what's like your favorite like weekend go-to place?
I don't
Or
really.
like a weekend ritual.
Okay, I don't really like utilize Miami to its fullest. But y'all know that I rock climb.
She said it not us.
And love rock climbing, so I gotta make sure to have like my rock climbing day over the weekend, because like I'll go during the week as well, but like in the weekend I can really get like 2-3 hours in. And those usually are like my best sesh, if you will. So I'll make sure to do that, and honestly stay home if I'm lucky. Like if I have plans over the weekend, then I'm kind of like upset about it. Like if I have to drive or go somewhere, meet someone, or do a podcast, I might like feel some type of way about it. But I also need to have like some time to clean.
Mm-hmm.
Like definitely have to have my cleaning day in. I'll get really like fussy if I don't get my cleaning day in. And yeah, so honestly, just making sure I get a climb in and a clean in. I'm good for the weekend.
We still have to go climbing.
Yes, girl.
I always tell her we have to go climbing. We have to.
You climb?
I always want. I mean,
You were super close too.
like the rock climbing thing, like the normal whatever's at the fair, like rock climbing thing. I would always do it.
Yeah.
But then like I didn't know that there was an actual place, and then she told me she would climb. I'm like, girl, take me.
I don't know. Like I tried that shit. Like the last time I tried it, I was in college, and mind you, like I was thinner than what I am right now, and that shit was so hard. Like
I will
respect
see.
to you because
No,
you're an athlete.
I love it
You're an
because I'll
athlete.
see these like muscle bros come in like jacked, no shirt on, like coming climbing for the first time, and they're like, "Whoa," and then like you see them, they can't even like get up the first hold, and I'm just like.
But are you like holding on to something, or you're just like?
So there's different types. There's yes, the ones that you would have like a harness on, and then you could either like clip on to something that's called like an auto belay, where it's like just a machine holding you up, and that's if you don't have like a partner to hold you up. And then there's like top rope, which you would need someone to like belay you, so kind of hold you up while you're, and you would still be attached to a rope. So like I would be able to do that for you.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like bouldering where you don't need a harness or a rope. It's just not as high. So when you fall, you just fall to the ground.
That's a sport.
It's fun though. It's fun and it's cool because it's like humbling. Like everyone's bad at it when they first start. For the most part, unless like you're doing like pole dancing on the weekends and you have that strength already.
Honestly, that's something that I want to try for sure.
Yeah, no, it sounds like a lot of fun for sure.
Little tips and tricks.
I looked at a pole dancing class because I was like planning something or whatever. So like, we should all do this. Like, it's like whatever, like a group of friends, blah blah. We should all just. But then it's like, I feel like it's kind of inappropriate.
I feel like it's only inappropriate because like people associate it with stuff that's inappropriate, and not even inappropriate, but just stuff that's like maybe not safe for work. But I think it's a cool like maybe not sport, but like
it's an art.
A bit of music.
It's definitely an art.
and
like
you need some muscle and some strength to be able to do that. And it's like strength that like you don't like people don't normally have. It's like I don't know. It's like that functional type strength.
Core, arms, legs, everything. You gotta know how to move, how to dance, how to have rhythm, like just everything in one.
Yeah, that would be fun. And I think like if you go with a group of friends, like it doesn't need to be like super sexy or whatever. It's just like doing tricks on pole. I think.
I'll be down. So will you set it up?
I didn't know that poles like spin, like the actual like pole like spins.
I thought it was a person who would spin.
I did too, but then I've seen poles that like they actually like spin too. I could be lying.
Maybe
I could be lying. Comment me in the comments if I'm lying.
Something I do want to do too is like silk.
Oh, like aerial type stuff? Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. Yeah, I would definitely be down to do that. I feel like it has to be pricey, but it would be a fun, like definitely a fun hangout.
Natalie, what's your weekend ritual? Definitely our house.
weekend ritual. Like I wouldn't say I have a ritual. Well, I guess the only ritual that I have is like on Sundays. Like ideally, I really would like to just vegetate at home because like I get the Sunday scaries. And I just want to chill, watch some TV. And if it's raining outside, even better, you know? Maybe do a little laundry to be, like, productive, but, like, aside from that, yeah. And, like, going out around Miami during the weekend, I love me, like, a nice brunch. Definitely love our house. Yeah. For sure. Seeing some drag queens. And, like, really just spend time with, like, my family and friends. Like, I go to my sister's house, like, a lot during the weekend. Spend time with, like, my nephew, my niece, and all of that. And, yeah. What about you? What do you do?
Honestly, if my boyfriend was in Miami, I would probably be with him. Or we would probably go, like, on the jet ski or boat, whatever. Definitely, like, I'm always at the beach.
Where's the invite?
But since he's not here, like, honestly... During the weekend, I've just been running in my house, and now that I started this podcast, it's giving me like a little bit of, okay, I'm finally doing something pretty productive, and it takes a lot of work. But yeah, that's pretty much like what I've been doing. Definitely, like, I go out shopping a lot, but I haven't been doing that. But that's normally like what I do.
When your boyfriend is here, do you guys like make it a thing to like plan a date every weekend, or how does that work?
Not every weekend, but I do say like we do go out a lot, maybe a lot with his family or with my family. But we're definitely always doing something. Or like if it's raining, we obviously stay home and just cuddle, like watch a movie, whatever. But we do go out to eat dinner a lot. Like maybe Fridays, like after work, if we've had like a really long day, we just want to go out, we go out. We used to club a lot, but I guess that's just not like our mood anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not see that.
Honestly, I see it. I see it. I feel like you get down when you want to, you know?
But honestly, like, it's been a very long time since I clubbed. Part of the year.
That's so interesting. I didn't know couples were like going out to the club like that.
Yeah, like a drink, club, like. But
to the club?
If it's like someone's birthday, if it's like someone's birthday, we would club. For sure.
I guess, like, with a group of friends and stuff. That's interesting.
I feel like that depends on, like, your personality. Like, for me, like, if I was with somebody, which I'm not, I'm single, but if you're available,
girly.
I would like to go dancing. I don't know, there's just something about, like, going out dancing with your partner. Like, I really like dancing, and I feel like it's just, like, a different type of, like, bonding. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, like, it can also be a pregame.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, from time to time, like, it doesn't have to be, like, heavy drinking involved. Like, if you just enjoy that, why not?
I do also, like, travel a lot with him. So sometimes during the weekends, we're really not here. Like, we might go camping, off-roading, or, I don't know, like, lazy springs or whatever it is.
Would you, like, if he's here, like, would you plan the weekend and be like, oh, this is what we're doing this weekend? Or would would it be, like, a conversation?
Honestly, this would be like a fight. No, I'm just kidding. But like I'm a person who plans everything. So for example, the podcast, he helps me out a lot, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have this person this day. We're gonna record this day. Monday we're gonna do this. Like Thursday's like our posting days, and he's like, okay, but he's like his family and like I guess my boyfriend are very like cuando salga we do it. Like if it comes out today, we're gonna go on a shoot today. We go today. If we go like tomorrow, we go tomorrow. But like I'm very like no, I need to know my days. I need to. Yeah, I can't just like get up and leave, whatever.
Are y'all like spontaneous when it comes to like plans and stuff?
I am not spontaneous. I'm trying to be more, especially since very similar. I'm a big planner. It's like very easy for me to like bulldoze like AJ, my boyfriend's like his whole weekend. Like by Monday, I'm like, this is what we're doing this weekend, and like not even give him the chance to like put in input, because he is very like the day or the day before be like, oh, maybe we should do this. So I like am trying to be better at like not planning, and then like be okay when spontaneous plans do come up. So like this weekend, I like we were gonna have a free Saturday, and like I think on Friday I was like, Friday or Thursday, I was like, oh, like, so what do you want to do on Saturday? And he's like, maybe we could go to the Frost Museum. And I was like, huh? Like, go into the city with only 2 days notice? And he was like, yeah, why not? And I was like, but we need to climb. He's like, oh, we could climb afterwards. And I was like, and then like, yeah, we went. And it was fun.
What did you think about the Frost Museum?
It was cute. It had really cool like tanks, like cool fish tanks. I thought was the best part, and then we saw a show at the planetarium, which was cool too. So
I love that.
it was cute. Yeah. Are you spontaneous?
Not really, but like it depends. Like if I'm ready already. Like if I'm ready and I'm at home, like just chilling, and someone tells me like, "Oh, let's go somewhere," like, okay, why not? But like for example, like last night, my best friend was like, "Oh." It was around like 9. My best friend was like, oh, we're gonna go to this bar, like, are you down? And at 9, I'm like, yeah, for sure. Like, at what time are you guys like planning on going? And she was like, oh, like soon. And I'm like, how soon? And I wasn't ready, mind you. And she didn't answer me for like a whole like 50 minutes, close to an hour.
No.
And like at that time I was like, listen. It's looking like
at
a
this
no.
point, yeah.
And like she hasn't told me anything. And then like she calls me out of the woodwork like at 10-ish. And she's like, oh, we're going like now, like let's go, like get dressed, like whatever. And I'm like, really, you took too long.
Could not be me.
Like
even 9 is pushing it.
Honestly, like at that time, like if I'm not out of my house by like 8:39, I'm not going nowhere.
Yeah,
that's just the truth. But I do want to be like more spontaneous. Like I do want that to be a thing. But yeah, like when you're single, like what are you gonna do? Go somewhere by yourself? Like when all your friends are booed up.
With my boyfriend, like I could be spontaneous, but it's just so hard. Like I'm a person who needs to have everything planned, especially like, for a trip and stuff. Like I need to have time to pack my stuff. Like I'm going to Colombia, let's say like in 2 weeks or whatever.
You are?
No, I'm just saying like.
I felt like you were gonna ask too.
No, but like if I were to go to Colombia, like I need at least 2 weeks in advance, 3 weeks in advance to pack. Even if I'm just going for like a week. Yeah. Like,
how long does it take you to pack?
Honestly, I don't care.
What about you?
I'm not like a weird packer. I just like I usually like like I won't like buy like a full new wardrobe for a trip.
Oh no.
I'll just like I don't know, like an hour or two, and I'm like a, what is that? The carry-on bag. Really, like no, I'm not an overpacker. I will like think of every outfit for every day already. I won't give myself options. I'll be like, this is what I'm wearing this day, this day, this day, this day, and it's all like perfectly packed.
I definitely pack it like 15 minutes. Like I'm not a long packer at all, and I definitely overpack because you know a girl's gotta like
Wait,
options.
so you overpack because you don't plan your packing?
No. I'm
She
like,
just throws it all in.
I'm very.
I overpack anyways.
Listen, I'm a Libra. I'm very indecisive. Like, even if I like come up with like an outfit, and for like a week from now, maybe that day I'm not gonna feel it. Okay. So I need to have like options, you know.
Oh, interesting.
That's just me.
Yeah, no, I need to have like my time to.
You're like, see that.
Even for work, like Fridays is like the worst day for me. Having to think what I'm gonna wear on a Friday, literally, I need like from Monday I start planning.
Why is it Friday?
From Monday?
Yes, because on Fridays it's like everyone wears casual like jeans and like just a t-shirt. I can't just wear jeans and a t-shirt. Like I need to, you know.
You wore jeans and a t-shirt like on Friday.
Well, because we planned it, you know, jerseys. Like that's something like okay. Like if I don't plan it, I can't think of an outfit to wear on Friday.
That's crazy.
I hate Fridays. But like Monday through Thursday, oh, me pongo un pantaloncito, like a little shirt, whatever, and I'm done.
Question. Are you guys the type to like pick what you're wearing like the morning of or like the night before?
I might look in my head the night before, but honestly for work I've gotten so like wearing the same thing so often that like now it's just kind of easy to get dressed. If I do like forget to think about it the night before, in the morning I'm just like, oh, like work polo and black pants, and just like the combination of that every day usually is what I do.
No, I probably think about it the night before. Definitely not the morning of, because if not, I will get late every day to work.
Same.
But yeah, no, probably the night before.
Yeah, for me, like, I literally, like, bring it out of my closet, like, put it, like, in a place, all, like, stacked up, like,
First day of school vibes.
Literally, every single day, like, my outfit, like, my underwear, like, my socks, the shoes, just everything is already laid out for me. I swear to God, everything is already laid out for me, like, in the morning. I just have to shower, do my thing, and get dressed.
Yeah, no, gotta be me. What was I gonna say? What's like your favorite like music to listen to? I think you're just going to a concert soon, right?
Oh yeah, we're going to T-Pain.
I remember you guys asked me, do you know what T-Pain is? And I was like,
Oh my god, so I told AJ that yesterday, and he was like, she doesn't know who T-Pain is.
That's wild.
But then you guys showed me a song and I knew it. But like, I guess not by his name.
Oh my god, so like 2000s, like pop, hip hop, and R&B is like such the vibe. Yeah, that's one of my favorite genres, really.
For me, I'm like an R&B girly, like through and through, like old, like new. I listen to like a lot of different things. I love music. Listen to reggaeton, like salsa,
If not in a good mood, from my desk you hear her singing. If she's in a bad mood, she's not singing the whole day.
But the fact that you can hear me all the way from your desk.
And then I talk to her, she's like, I can't hear you. And it's like, girl, I can hear you the whole day. Like,
bro, it's like you whisper. You whisper that.
Well, because I'm going to scream to you.
Nathalie, how are you? Like, I can't hear that all the way from my desk. No, but yeah, like, Spanish music, like, I would say, like, maybe, like, 70s, 80s, oldies as well. A little house. Not too much, like, mostly, like, Pajama. You know, that's my guy. And yeah, but mostly R&B, for sure. Yeah. Kehlani just released a new album. Listen to it if you haven't.
Not the free promo. We can pay you at least.
She did it for the girlies, like, she really did. If you know, you know.
Yeah, I know. I listen to a lot of reggaeton, a lot of Karol G, a lot of Fade. We're going to this concert next weekend. But yeah, definitely a lot of reggaeton. I like cat with English music, no like maybe a little bit of house, only sometimes. But yeah, only Spanish music. Do not have me like you would never hear me listening to English music at all.
No Britney.
No.
Beyonce. Rihanna.
If I hear it like on the radio, okay, but do I ever listen to the radio? No. And since I can put like my Apple Music or whatever, that's not it.
Wow.
Like no Beyonce.
She's like, so no, mm-mm. And then I'm in your car, you put it, okay, I'll vibe with you. But like, que yo, like, I go to my playlist and put Beyonce,
Not even like Renaissance?
No, girl.
That's
Like,
crazy.
I know, crazy in love.
literally, my whole entire search is Fade, Bele, Karol G,
Who was
Raul Alejandro, Samira.
Who was in concert like yesterday or the day before?
Here?
Yeah, I saw a lot of people posting about it.
Was that Aventura?
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I wanted to go, but it was in the middle of the week and
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
feel
have
like
time for
concerts
that.
in the middle of the week are just like so
Yeah,
hard
crazy.
to go to.
Yeah.
Especially like,
Thank God the T-Pain one is like the next day is 4th of July, so it's perfect.
all right, where is it?
Fillmore in South Beach.
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's gonna be a good time. She made us dreams.
Yeah, I'm super like I wasn't gonna go to the theater one if it was gonna be during the week because definitely I will be. Well, let me not say it. But like I was gonna be like super excited to go whatever. But I know that those concerts normally end like at 1 in the morning. Why you get out of bed like 1:12? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, she ended like at 12.
I don't know.
So why you get out of
T-Pain
like
at
Miami?
6:30.
Oh.
Maybe like 11.
Yeah, doors open for Fade at 8.
You see, I love
And it's in
meeting.
Hard Rock. Well, for me, that's super
Ooh.
far. For you, it's super close.
Yeah, I live close by.
And while you get out with all that traffic and stuff, yeah, I'll definitely be getting home like at 1 in the morning. Probably 2.
Oh yeah, you for sure.
Yeah, I went to the Inter Miami game and I think I ended like at 10 and did not get home till like 1. Because of how much traffic there was, plus coming down, like it was just
There's
like.
all the traffic there.
Question: after y'all go to a concert, are y'all the type to like just go home, or y'all like going to like the after party?
No, girl, I'm going home.
Definitely not the after party.
Girl,
Maybe
I'm
like some Taco Bell, some Wendy's on the ride home.
Yes, but.
Not the
At the
way.
extent. But not no after party.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I'm already tired of singing my life off like 3 hours. I'm getting home.
I feel like for me, like it depends on the mood. Like if I'm still like litty and like the outfit is popping and the group is down, I'm down.
I feel like I always go to concerts with just like one person, maybe 2. Like the day I with my boyfriend, we were like at each other, we're like, we're going home.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny. It was super fun, but it's like, I need to go home. Like, no.
Yeah.
What's the best concert you guys have been to?
Ooh. That's a hard one.
I don't know. I've been to a lot of like festivals, like 3-day, 4-day type festivals.
4 days.
So yeah, 4 days is rough. So I don't know. I can't say like best because there's so many like artists that go to these festivals that it's just like
Yeah.
so good to pick.
I went to Jay Wheeler with my boyfriend's sister. I love Jay Wheeler. Like, I
Yeah.
cried the whole entire time. Karol G, I love that. Actually, I think that was kind of my favorite. Yeah. Because I liked Bad Bunny, but it was just, there were so much people. Everyone was like, I don't know, I didn't really that much. Not everybody was vibing. But Karol G probably was like my favorite.
For me, you know, Beyonce for sure. Renaissance.
She wouldn't know.
Yeah, she wouldn't. She's not into that. But Renaissance was just such a good, like, monumental concert. Like, I mean, that album was fire. Like, the performance was fire. And just, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like it was, like, the first type of concert that, like, people were, like, actively really spending time seeing what they were going to wear.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the dress code, like, everyone, like, was so into it. Like, it was, like, a super open and, like, loving atmosphere. Like, it was just a good fucking time.
Was that the concert that like there's a song of hers that it's like and like stop?
Yeah.
Okay, did it
Everybody
work out
on
well? Oh, everyone got mute.
Yeah. Girl,
Were people
Miami. Yeah, we did not win, but we tried. We tried. No, but it was so fucking good. Yeah.
Do you guys like watching sports? Oh, actually, we're kind of watching soccer now at the office a lot.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't really enjoy watching soccer. Like, I'll watch it because AJ will watch it, and I'll watch it like with a group, and it's not too hard to follow, thankfully. But I wouldn't watch it by myself.
I do like watching sports, but like only when like something important is happening. Like if it's like a major like championship or like league or whatever. I'm more like a soccer watcher.
Yeah.
Because I grew up like playing and like watching soccer a lot. but like maybe a little bit of basketball. Like if it's like the NBA championship and all that, like I'll watch a little.
I think that's one sport that I do not understand.
Yeah.
Probably football or something. Yeah, I no entiendo.
Yeah.
But I feel like with football, like once you start like watching it, like it's not like super hard to understand. You just gotta kind of like get into it. Like a few games, like you'll probably like get it after a while.
Yeah, football's weird. I will watch like fighting sometimes.
Okay.
I used to watch it more. Yeah, I watch a lot of UFC. The only thing is that they like it's so late that they'll like the main event will start at 10 and like probably end at 1, and like in between fights, like the commercial break is like 30 minutes in between each fight, and it's like if I watch it by myself, I will like take naps in between each fight. And I know it's 30 minutes because I'll put my alarm for like 30 minutes after like one fight ends, and then wake up and the next one is starting, and it's really, really hard for me. So like nowadays I'll like maybe watch it if for whatever reason they put it earlier, but that I really enjoyed probably more than any other sport to watch.
What I hate about like UFC and fighting, like you could be waiting all night for a freaking fight and it could be done in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Which is kind of exciting, like if it's a knockout, but if it's like if it ends because someone like broke their leg by themselves, you know, it's just like
Crazy. No.
like I stayed up till 1 for this.
For that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But if it's like a quick like knockout, that's kind of really exciting, I think. But
now you violent.
Yeah. No, I definitely love like soccer. I can watch volleyball like all day. Like a sport that I really can't watch is baseball. I find it really boring. It's so boring.
The worst.
although being at a baseball game is kind of fun. It's kind of fun. The tickets are cheap and like you get like good food.
I think the Marlins is like the cheapest baseball.
And you're just vibing. It's a nice stadium, so.
Yeah, I don't know. Baseball is just like boring to watch. Like too many innings. Like
Girl,
I don't know. Like no offense to whoever's watching that likes baseball, but yeah.
No,
2 out of 10.
I think that baseball is very like a Venezuelan sport. I think Venezuelans are very into baseball. I think it's just like each country like likes their sport. I guess like Colombians love soccer, Venezuelans love baseball. Like something like I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, what are like your hobbies? I guess we kind of got into that, but
Hobbies. So from time to time, like I like painting.
okay.
Like I'm not super good at it, but
That's what
at home though, because I'm not spending $60.
Is that how much it costs?
I
It's
think
like
so.
35.
Oh.
Yeah.
With
it's
the wine
for your-
included?
no.
With wine? Oh.
It's bring your own beverage.
Oh.
It is? I thought they provided it. Oh.
Well, at least the one that I go to, like by here, I think there's like a couple everywhere, but they don't give you anything. You have to take your own stuff.
Girl, might as well do it at home.
All they give you is like para quitarle el corcho a la botella de vino.
Bro, no offense to painting with a twist, but like most of the time, like what they paint isn't even like cute. I don't know, but that's just me.
I remember last time I went, there was this girl drinking tequila shots. I was like, girl, what are you
Tequila
doing?
shot?
Liquor?
Yeah, you can bring whatever you want. And this girl was taking tequila shots, and I was like, girl, you're painting. This isn't like, you could just be drinking some wine, eating some, I don't know, like ham and cheese, whatever it is. This girl was taking shots like if it was, there was no tomorrow.
You could bring your own food also?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'm gonna try one.
Maybe after.
No, but besides from that, I like to go like live on like my music platform sometimes as well. Like it allows you to go live and do like as if you're like a radio station, but it's just what you're listening to.
Okay.
So I like to like curate like playlists and stuff, and like sometimes I get like a good amount of listeners. Like for me, a good amount is like 10, which is like pretty good for me. So I enjoy that.
Do you get like followers off that?
Yeah, you can get followers.
Oh, cool. So there's like people that are like, oh, like I want to like listen to Natalie's. Like when she's live, like I dig her playlist, so I want to follow her.
Yeah.
Very cool.
No, for sure, I like that. And I think that's pretty much like hobbies. Like, I mean, besides from like watching TV, because
Yeah.
You know, I watch anything, so.
Yeah, I love to watch TV. I love to scroll on Reels. Obviously, I rock climb, like to do my yoga. I was like a lot more into yoga before I started rock climbing, but then I like stopped paying my membership for yoga so I could spend it on rock climbing, and I started doing yoga at home, and now rock climbing has like messed my body up so much that I can't like do the same things that I did before with yoga, at least like stuff with the hands. So now I just do very light yoga, just to keep like the flexibility. I like to cook.
Okay.
Yeah, and I cook good too.
You better cook for me.
She could chef it up.
Yeah.
What she's bringing to the office sometimes, I'm like, damn. I just stay looking at it, like, waiting for her to offer me, but, like, she never does.
Because I get, like, insecure, because I feel like food, like, that you meal prep, that you have to reheat is never as good as, like, how it is fresh. So I'm like, I don't want, like, the first thing you try to be, like, my reheated food from 3 days ago.
But honestly, sometimes, like, the next day or, like, 2 days from now, it's even better.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah. And, like, obviously, like, the things I meal prep and bring to the office is a lot different than, like, something like tasty, super delicious, whatever. But yeah, I just hate washing dishes. But
girl, we should do that once. Like all get together and just like cook it up.
I'll bake.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't bake.
I'm still waiting on them slutty brownies.
Girl,
like,
it's just so much work.
Is it?
No. Ingredients.
Yeah, no, but I do have to do them. I remember I did like a big batch of just slutty brownies, and my boyfriend and his family, I think, just ate the whole thing. Like, they were just like,
Yes, they should.
My mom was like into it. They hate chocolate, and it's like, let's just do it. I don't know, like, it was just really good. But I definitely have to bake for you guys.
But yeah, I think that's it with hobbies. To be honest, I was talking about this with AJ this morning, that like I was a very like sheltered kid. Like my parents didn't put me in anything, like no sports, no activities or whatever. I was just like meant to stay at home and watch cartoons all day. And now I'm like an adult with like, now I'm like getting into hobbies, but for a while I had like no hobbies, was like super scared to try anything new, like did not have like any athleticism to me, like no exercise or anything, no like survival skills, because I was never like a Girl Scout or like a kid that went camping or anything like that. So yeah, I'm like learning all that as an adult now.
Yeah, I used to play a lot of volleyball when I was younger, and then I got injured, so I stopped. But volleyball was definitely like a hobby growing up, and then now I think just making TikToks, doing a podcast is my hobby.
It's a big one at that too. Like,
yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Even at work, I do TikToks. Yeah, I think just TikTok is like my.
And for you, like, I found it interesting, like, what you said about, like, your upbringing and, like, how it affected you, like, now, and, like, what you do, your hobbies, and, like, how, like, out there you are, I guess, but, like, what has helped you kind of, like, become more out there, like, try different things and that?
Yeah, definitely, like, I would say my first, well, cooking, like, my dad cooks, so, like, I got to watch him, and that's an easy one, but, like, in terms of, like, doing, like, exercise or moving my body, it took, like, being with an ex that did yoga to, like, get into that, and I always thought I would like it, because I was always, like, kind of, like, a flexible kid, even though I never used it, so I was like, oh, like, obviously, like, I only ever want to try things that I think I'll be good at, which is, probably not the best trait, but I thought, you know, I'd be fine at yoga, so I tried that, really liked it, and then, like, really started doing a lot of it, and then it was the same with climbing, like, thought it'd be something that I would like, maybe be something that I'd be good at, because I've done it, like, in kids' parties, or, like, on a cruise I've had a rock wall, and then I was like, okay, I'll try it, and I was supposed to try it with my ex, together, but then we broke up, and I was like, you know what, like, I'm just gonna go, I'm just gonna go, and I did it, and I liked it, and it ended up being a good time, so.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, I feel like a lot of times, like, we're scared of, like, doing things, and, like, when you get there, when you do it, you're like, oh, damn, like, this wasn't as bad as I thought, 100%. Or, like, how I thought it would be. Yeah.
It takes, like, someone to kind of introduce you to it. I think, at least for me, for the most part, to, like, give me the confidence to try a new hobby.
I think that happened, for example, with the podcast. I've always like wanted to have my own YouTube channel, and my mom has always told me, do the first video. I know you'll do good. Like just do it. And I'm always like, I just hate like I hate like hearing myself talk. Like for example, I learned that like editing the first episode of Pajamatalks, like hearing myself was just super annoying to me, and then like I don't know, just the whole production of things, like I was just like, no, like that's not for me, and then now that I'm actually doing it, I'm like, okay, like I really like this, now I have like a whole schedule, a whole thing going, but I needed to try it in order to like actually pursue the dream.
For sure, it's usually just harder to think about starting it than to actually do it.
But you're doing that shit. Like, look at you. Look at this board, yo.
They don't even see the full board.
Yeah, it was just like, at first I was like, I don't even know how this is gonna go. Because it's not like, my TikTok platform is not huge or anything. And like, getting people on your podcast is just hard. Like, I'm so thankful. Yeah.
Do people say like no?
Well, I haven't had a person who said no, but it's just like when I get to that point, it's like, what am I supposed to do to get a person? Like, you know, like, I have a guest from now for like at least a month. Like, I have a guest every Sunday. But then after that, I'm like, well, this podcast has to grow because who am I supposed to get on here? You know?
Right.
Yeah.
But at least I'm starting small. Like, I'm starting with you guys. I'm starting with my friends. Like close people to me. But after that, it's like, where do you go?
You'll find your way. Don't think about a month from now.
You have to
think about that. You have a guest.
Yeah, exactly.
Right now and for next week.
Exactly.
Oh, what is like a very crazy story that you guys have? Could be a breakup story, it could be an adventure, it could be anything.
You got a crazy breakup story, I feel like.
Me? I wouldn't say it was crazy, but I definitely did like crazy things. Like, you know when you're so like in love and like you just don't see shit coming. Like for me, it was like afterwards, like I just couldn't like get over it. Yeah. Well, it wasn't crazy, but like she broke up with me like out of the woodwork. Like I didn't expect it. And
what did she say though? Was it just like, oh, I lost feeling?
I don't even remember, but I think it was like along the lines of like I need to like
Work on myself.
find like my independence, something like that. I don't know.
Cheating. They're cheating.
we were like long distance as well, and like, you know, that's hard or whatever. But like we had this trip planned for me to like go up to see her where she was at. And she broke up with me like a week before, and my dumbass still fucking went. And like me being dramatic as hell, like we still spent the whole time there. I was like, let's just act like we're together this week.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was just bad.
That's
weird. Yeah.
Were you fighting the whole time?
No.
Best week of your life.
Girl, please. No, yeah. And then afterwards, like, it just took me like a really long time to like get over that. And like I showed up once, like at her house, like unannounced. Ooh. Terrible.
What house?
So yeah.
though?
Damn,
Like,
Natalie. I
where
did
she
not know
was
you were like
at?
that.
Weren't y'all long distance?
No, so we both lived in Miami.
Gotcha.
So like when we were back from college or whatever, I like went to her house unannounced like one time. Like I heard like some people like talking shit like about me, like about that situation, and I was just mad at like honestly, truthfully, just wanted any excuse to like just show up, and I just fucking showed up.
It's like,
I get that feeling. I get that feeling of being like, oh, like I need to figure this out. Like we gotta talk right now. Like I'm showing up. I'm pulling up. So I get that completely.
It's definitely like immaturity too. Like, you know, when you're like a kid, because like honestly, you're in college. Like you're still a kid for sure. And yeah, I don't know. Like girls are ruthless. Like, don't let them fool you. Like, being with like a woman is like not easy at all. They could definitely be like ruthless as well. Yeah, but I wouldn't say like that was like a crazy breakup story. I just did kind of crazy things.
As we all do.
Yeah.
I think we all have a little bit of craziness in us.
What about you?
I think like the circumstance was crazy. Basically, I had been dating someone for 4 years, and we were long distance for the last 2 years of it. And they were like about to like move into my place here in Miami. They're like we were about to stop being long distance, and yeah, like a month before he was supposed to move in, he had like we were on FaceTime, and he was basically like, "Oh, like I feel like we haven't been connecting lately." And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, I feel like we haven't been connecting." I was like, "What's up? Like what are you trying to tell me right now?" And he goes, "Well, I've been like talking to this girl, and like I've been really liking this girl." And I was like, "Okay, did you guys do anything?" And he's like, "Yeah, like we hooked up."
Bro.
And he's like, "Oh, but like I really like you, and like I love you, but I really like this girl. Like it isn't just like a lust thing, like I genuinely like her." And I was like, "Okay." Essentially, because it was kind of like a shock. So I was like reacting like very calmly in the moment, when it first happened, like just trying to get information. And I was like, "Okay." And he's like, "Yeah, like I kind of like want to like feel things out with this girl, and like but like still date you essentially." And I was like, "No." And he's like, "Yeah, like because he was at some weird teacher training thing where he was like living with other people doing the teacher training for like a type of movement thing, to be able to teach this movement, whatever. So it was like they were like all together, living together, and then like it was gonna end eventually. So he's like, "Oh, like I want to like finish this summer out with this girl, and then like we could be together." And I was like, "Absolutely not." And then I was basically like, "Oh, you either like fly home right now, and like leave that thing that you're at and come home to me, and like we'll see what happens, or like we break up here and like I never talk to you again." He's like, "Well, like give me like a day to think about it, like to talk to people about it and think about it. Like I want to I want to find like a middle ground, like cuz I don't want to leave right now." And I was like, "No, like you're not going to like live with this girl for the next month and date me. I'm not a fool." And then, yeah, he's like, "No, I'm not going to go see you." And I was like, he's like, "Oh, but I still want to like date you." And I was like, "That sucks." So I just broke up with him right then and there, and I blocked him. And yeah, never talked to him since.
I hate men, except my boyfriend.
And honestly, wherever that man is, I just know he's doing bad.
Oh, okay.
I don't wish anybody bad, but
How do you
I
do
just
that
know
to
that.
someone after being with them for like 4 years?
Yeah,
It's like
I have no idea.
I've heard other breakup stories that I'm like, how do you just do that to someone? Like,
Yeah, no, it's real crazy. Yeah, and like we had not like it wasn't like we were like on the rocks. Is that on the rocks? Okay. And it wasn't like we were fighting or anything. We were just like chilling like normal. And then it was like complete surprise, complete shock, and like we had never like we weren't like ever interested in like being open or like doing that. So it was very bizarre that he like just like candidly said that, like, "Oh, we should do this," after I already cheated on you, like and I was like, "This is weird." So I don't even know what was going through his head, but not really
fucking
worth
crazy.
me trying to figure that out.
And honestly, like, I feel like that also speaks about like your maturity as well, because I would not have handled it like that. Like, you were very much like grown, like, "Hey, like you either like come here right now and we talk about it or whatever, or like we break up and I never speak to you again."
I would have given no option.
I would have cussed that motherfucker out on the phone and be like, "You're never seeing me in your fucking life again." Just like, yeah, terrible.
Yeah.
I would have just popped off.
Yeah, I think Lauren's very mature.
Well, to me, the option was more like, because he's like, "Oh, like I really messed up." And I'm like, okay, like if you and like I want to be with you. It's like, okay, like if you think that, then like you would like let's see if like you'll actually make it right. Knowing that he was, and knowing like even if he did, like that's I wasn't gonna stay with him.
Yeah.
Because it's like, how do you stay with someone who does that to you? But he like made the option, like he made the circumstance very easy for me. Because like if I didn't give the option, like I feel like there could have been some like not regret, but like thinking like, oh, like what if he did think it was a mistake and like was gonna try to make it right. But like he was like, no, I'm not gonna do that, like but still be with me in a month from now. And it's like, no, no, no. So it made it a lot easier for me, and just knowing that he made like that decision. It like I didn't have to like sit and think about it too much or be like, oh, like what did I do? Was it me? And all this stuff. It's kind of like, no, it was him. He made this decision. And that's that on that. So.
Hi guys, we're back. The first camera ran out of storage, so bear with us. But yeah, like I was saying, now we're gonna do a quick closeout. But first, I wanted to give you guys a little gift because I'm just so thankful to have you guys as my guests.
So cute.
So this one's for you. This one's for you.
Thank you.
Of
Do we need to
course.
open it?
I mean, it's up to you guys. You guys don't have to.
I mean, I'm down.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, I love candy.
Oh my god, I love this.
And it has like a little note inside.
Oh.
What's this skin called?
Velvet? Yeah.
That's right.
Velvet.
It's velvet, y'all. It's so
Aw.
nice. I love it. And I love that it's blue too.
Yes, very cute. And got a little keychain.
I did. I love it. She left us a little note on it. Very cute. Little candy.
And a pen.
Bruh, why did I think this was like handcuffs?
Oh, it does. Like, put it together.
So cute. Thank you. I love it. Man, you're so thoughtful. No, but I can only speak for myself, but had a super lovely time with you. I think I had a super fun, and I hope you guys enjoy as well.
Yeah, I really enjoyed talking with you guys and doing this not only in the lunchroom, but on the pod as well. So
Yeah,
this was awesome.
Yeah, I loved having you guys on. I super appreciated that you guys have given me so much support throughout this journey of creating a podcast. But yeah. Okay, so make sure to subscribe, follow us on Instagram and TikTok, and I'll see you guys next time.